teacher in the house. So we are glad you're here. An event like this would not be possible without our sponsors, and so we want to recognize them tonight. Our presenting sponsor is Prestige Alarm, and we'll hear more from them in just a little bit. Our gold sponsor is Bryant Bank. Our silver sponsor is Jefferson Memorial Funeral Home and Gardens. Our food sponsor tonight is Spock Automation, Plot Studios, and Emerex. Our entertainment sponsor is Southern Landscape Firm. Our award sponsor tonight, and we have a bunch of them, is Donna Lowry of the Mortgage Firm. Our beverage sponsor is Coca-Cola United, and our media sponsor is Trussville Tribune, the Trussville Tribune. So would you thank our sponsor tonight? Also, hope you enjoyed the music tonight. Our special thanks tonight to our friend Cashmere Williams. Always does a great job. And how about the Reserve here by Ferris? What a great event. And they also did the hors d'oeuvres tonight, and then the desserts was by our own Hewitt Trussville High School culinary class. So would you thank all of them for that? So part of the reason we're here tonight is to celebrate some special people in our community, and they really are people that makes our community a better place to live and work, and their willingness just to serve others. And so you're going to be introduced tonight to some very special people. So we're going to start this tonight. Our first is our presenting sponsor tonight, Prestige Alarm. Eddie Harden, who's their owner, is going to come up, and he's going to present the Unsung Hero Award.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a whole year since y'all seen me do this. I'm so glad to be back with you. You know, every year we do them, definitely 3 years, 4 years we've done these things. Yeah, come on. We do these things, and we come up every year and think, well, who's going to get this? Miss Glenn got it over here. Remember Miss Glenn? She's not here this night. How do you top Miss Glenn? You know, she teaches all her kids piano lessons, and she did a great job with this. Thank you, brother. She does a great job with these things. Yeah, but you know, when I go year to year, I think how important all these different people in our lives are, and they go unnoticed. Many of these people go day to day and never even get a thank you. In a society, don't get mad, in a society of takers, it's hard to find a lot of givers. Do you agree with that? You know, none of us are takers. We're all givers in this room. But outside this room, there's just so many of those. It's hard to find people who just give of themselves. They see themselves as just ordinary people. They have deep love for their city. They have a deep love for their family. They're dedicated to both. They're dedicated to their job. Tonight, when I come to this time, and people have asked, and I'm going to spend a few extra minutes tonight, so y'all just relax. Okay? When we ask who are we going to make our unsung hero this year, I had already decided who I wanted, so the people they brought, they didn't get to my table. I already knew who I wanted, and I told them, and they all agreed. This man represents something bigger than all of us in this room. Now, Alan Taylor knows I'm an emotional guy. He made me look good one time. But I'm not going to lose it tonight, because I want you to see the true passion I have for this mission of this gentleman. Where we have fresh water here in Trussville, every one of you are drinking cups of water, a Coke with ice in it. It's clean, it's crystal clear. You're not worried about stuff being in that water. Well, this man, he goes out to the Amazon, like he's some Delta Force guy, and he finds these places that need water. And he goes out, and his mission is to create clean water for these people. We don't appreciate it because we have it, and we cut the faucet on. And that's just one thing he does. He also, he's an engineer by trade. He's taught our kids in the schools here years ago before he opened Designs for Hope, and by the way, it's Chris Bond, his sweet wife Amy. When you look at what they've done over the years, they've touched over 500,000 lives with clean water. That is not an inexpensive thing to do. It comes through donations from people like you. Now, I asked Melissa, I said, well, I want to do something tonight, and I don't like asking permission because people always tell me no. And I thought I'd ask a few folks, and I said, they're going to say no, so I'm just going to do it this way. I got called in something a few months ago, and Jeff Walker was with me, and they started raising money for people because they wanted to help the first responders, and I was all behind it, and man, I got all excited. And Jeff said, Eddie, don't do it, because he knows the end of the year's coming, he knows Walker would say, the end of the year's coming. And I'm like, you're right. But the thing is, I think there's a lot of money in this room. And you didn't come tonight and ask to get money, so I'm not going to ask you to. But I'm going to ask you this. Forget for a minute, it's a Christian organization. It's also an organization of the world where there are needed people, there's need for water. And everybody should have water. You hear a lot of talk of what we're supposed to have and and everybody deserves this. You deserve a raise, you deserve that. Everybody deserves clean water. So before I give this award, I'm going to ask somebody in here to agree to give $5,000 to this ministry tonight. I asked him, what's it cost to get your special forces team to, he's going to, what's that, I can't say that country's name. So yeah, and Bangladesh. What's it cost to get that team there and do that? 35,000 or something like that. You guys come here, you enjoy the food, I want you to. So let's start with five. Who's going to give $5,000 to Designs for Hope tonight? Did I hear somebody? Okay, let's go. That's okay. $2,500. Who's willing to give $2,500 to Designs for Hope tonight?
I'll do 25.
Good. Who said that?
Right.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. I need somebody to match that. Thank you. Give me another $2,500 tonight. Come on, guys. You got money. I know you do. You're just thing tonight. $2,500. One more. $1,000. Who's going to give $1,000 tonight to this mission? As you drink water and shower tonight, who's going to give $1,000? I'm disappointed. Chris Bond, come up here, brother. I want to tell you something. I love Chris. I've been friends for many years. Call him tomorrow, please. Help his mission. Because I'm telling you, a lot of us give to this, and some of you already do, so you don't need to say who you are. But just call him. You can't do this if you don't help him. He tells about the love of Jesus to these people. Call him and give some help to this cause. Don't go to bed at night not talking about your with your spouse. Pray about it. I'm not disappointed in you. I know you're doing it. I love you. I love Trusssville. I'm glad to be part of this city. I love you. All right. But this is your husband. He travels the world bringing water to the and other stuff.
That's okay. You know how to get a room quiet. I had a hard time getting quiet. And listen, let me tell you something. You can take as much time as you want. As long as you keep being the top sponsor and helping raise the funds to pay for this, you can just talk all you want. Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Eddie. Unsung hero, Chris, thank you for what you do, not only for our community, but for around the world. Thank you for that. Next, Mayor Ben Short's going to come, and he's going to announce the Lifetime Achievement Award And this is presented by Jefferson Memorial Funeral Home and Gardens.
All right, thank you, Alan. So I want to lead off with Eddie Sill was the first recipient of the Jefferson Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award. He's the reason that this award exists, and it's only fitting that we get to honor him as we continue this award in its second year. So thank you, Jefferson Memorial and the Sill family, for supporting our community so well. So thank you. Now I get the honor of presenting the Jefferson Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award to the man that sentenced me to community service when I was 16 years old. Speeding a little too fast on Green Drive. So it is with great pride and deep respect that we recognize Carl Chamblee Jr. as the recipient of the Jefferson Memorial Lifetime Achievement Award. Judge Chamblee's extraordinary career in public service began on October 1st, 1984. We won't ask how old Jamie was then. So, when he was appointed by Mayor Charles Grover to serve as the City of Trussville's municipal court judge. Over the next 41 years, he was reappointed by every mayor who followed, which is an uncommon distinction that speaks volumes about his unwavering character, integrity, and the trust earned both on and off the bench. I would have proudly reappointed him as well, but he decided to conclude his remarkable service and enjoy a well-earned retirement. So while the role of municipal court judge is often viewed through a legal lens, Judge Chamblee understood that his true impact lies in shaping lives and strengthening the community. He viewed his courtroom not merely as a place of judgment, but as an opportunity for guidance, accountability, and redemption. Few aspects of his service better exemplify this than his deep commitment to the youth of Trussville. And a lot of these words I actually stole from Andrea, so just know this came from her as well. So through his involvement with the Trussville City Schools early morning program, he routinely met with students and parents, offering candid insight drawn from decades on the bench. His words were honest, direct, and compassionate. And just real quick, there's a lot of people in this room. How many others were sentenced by Carl Chamblee? I got some hands in the room. So just look around. So the safety, stability, and character of the City of Trussville are inseparable from Judge Chamblee's lifelong devotion to justice. And just, Carl, this award is just fitting that you're the second recipient of this award. So come on up here, please, sir. You want to say something? Yes, sir. You want to hold it?
I got to relate this. Y'all are saying it, through this real quick. I thank you so much for this honor. I couldn't have done it without my wife for many years. We put up a lot with many birthdays I've been sitting on the bench. But her and my family, my paralegals, my court clerks are top notch. I just hated leaving. But I love my partner who's put up with me for many years, allowed me to serve on the bench. And she told me one night when I appointed her, asked her to sit as a judge, she said, I'll do it one time, that was it. But I thank you for this honor. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mayor and Judge. Thank you. I never got sentenced by a judge, but I had 2 teenage daughters that did community service. So thank you for that and for not making us pay, but making him pay. Next, I'll introduce Scott Butchram, who is the editor of the Trussville Tribune. He's going to come and he's going to announce Trussville Tribune's 2025 Person of the Year Award. Scott?
Thank you, Alan. If you keep up with these awards, you know we do 2 awards at the Tribune every year. We do the Tribune Person of the Year, we do the Tribune Sports Person of the Year. We awarded the Sports Person of the Year last week to Jerry Hood, head coach at Leeds, former head coach at Clay Chalkville, who has spent most of his career in the Trussville area, in the Tribune coverage area. So we want to congratulate Coach Hood for that again. Tonight we're doing the 2025 Tribune Person of the Year. This one's kind of personal. This is a guy who has encouraged me the entire time I've had the paper. I know for a fact he reads every single word of every single story because he also corrects me when we make a mistake. He has admonished me for a few times for our reporting, and that's good. because he was right, and I needed the accountability. But he has meant a ton to our community. He has, and a lot of people know a lot of the things he's done for our community, but I'm here to tell you, you don't know half of it. There have been so many things that he has done privately, just because he wanted to help people or help programs. I don't know what Trussville would be without him. I think that every community in the world should have a Bill Roberts in their city. So our 2025 Tribute Person of the Year, Bill Roberts.
I felt like lately that I'm about to pass on. I'm getting too many things. The church kicked me off the deacon board and made me a deacon emeritus. The Boys and Girls Club made me a lifetime member. I'm not an active member anymore. And I'm getting this kind of thing. Liz and I, by the way, my better half, Liz, is right back there. We got our annual down last week. In about a high school class, there was 62 at Susan Moore graduated in 1957. There's 12 still alive. Me and one other guy, the only 2 people still living. So I think it is time for me to start getting it. This is especially special coming from you and your team. And I'll say this. That group has meant a lot to our community as well. And I do read it, and I do watch it, and I do tell him when it's wrong. So. But I thank you so much. I appreciate this city. We got the greatest school system anywhere. Got a great superintendent. Got a great mayor and council. This is a great place to live, and I hope I can be here a few more years to contribute a little bit to it. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill. No, we should have said something nice about me. But I had to lie to him to get him here.
Yeah, that's another thing. Let me say that. Yesterday, Alan said, now you live going to the thing. I said, well, I haven't thought too much about it. Yeah, y'all really ought to go. And this afternoon, they sent me a text. They said, y'all, I said, yeah, we're going.
I had to tell him a little fib. I told him Dr. Martin was going to be on. Dr. Martin, you're not going to be on. That's my feeling, Liz, of giving honor to you. So. All right. Next, I want to introduce John Griscom. John is part of our Veterans Committee, our Trusssville's Veterans Committee, and he's going to come and present the Veteran of the Year Award. John?
Thank you, Alan. The Trussville Veteran of the Year for 2025 is a retired Lieutenant Colonel, Jim Wilson. Is Jim present? Drafted and became a commissioned engineer, a Vietnam War veteran, and some of his awards include the Meritorious Service Award and the Army Commendation Medal with an Oak Leaf Cluster. So, congratulations, Jim.
Thank you.
I appreciate this very much. Didn't know anything about it until a couple of days ago. Dr. Matt Brown said I need to be here. But I'm really happy to see an organization like this consider veterans. So many times I think the veterans is like that. Thank you very much. Everyone.
Thank you, John, and thank you for your service. All you've done. Yeah, I said thank you to John. Yeah, did Jim, yeah. All right. Next, Mike Rowe, who is part of our Trussville Daybreak Rotary, and I'm thankful to be a part of our Trussville Daybreak Rotary. We got several from there. We have a brand new award this year, and it's real special to us because it honors one of our longtime Rotarians and one of our dear friends, Eddie Seal. Now, Eddie, I'm gonna get emotional. So, Mike, come on and present this.
Yeah, I got a feeling you may not be the only one. Tonight, the Trusssville Rotary Daybreak Club is honored to introduce a new award that will become part of the Toast of the Town event going forward. The name of that award, as Alan mentioned, is the Eddie Seal Service Above Self Award. This special award is a way that we can honor the memory of a long-term Rotarian in our club and a highly respected member of our community for many, many years. The award also carries the worldwide Rotary motto of service above self. For those of you that knew Eddie Seal, he lived out service above self probably better than anyone we know. Eddie deeply respected service, integrity, and those who quietly show up every day for others. He believes strongly in supporting the men and the women who protect our Trussville community day after day and night after night. Eddie did not engage in acts of service for the recognition, but because it was the right thing to do. Eddie was observant and could locate needs around him, and he silently showed up to meet those needs, often working in the background far from others. The world would be a much better place if we all had Eddie's dedication to service above self. We are honored that members of Eddie's family are with us for this inaugural presentation, and at this time I would like to recognize the family by asking them to kind of raise their hands. So tonight, the Trussville Daybreak Rotary Club would like to bestow awards that recognize the first responders, which is a particular passion of Eddie's. One award will be given to a Trussville police officer and one to a Trussville firefighter. Each one of these individuals exemplifies dedication, professionalism, and a compassion, someone who goes through beyond the call of duty and reflects the very best of what it means to serve. Through the selfless service of each of these individuals, they make the community safer, stronger, better, often without expecting thanks or recognition. These two fine first responders continue the admirable legacy of Eddie Seal, which is service above self. It is especially fitting that these awards are presented here at the Toast of the Town. Eddie not only loved his chamber, but he served as the board president 3 times, a testament to his deep commitment to the chamber and the community that it represents. So the first presentation will go to the Trussville Police Department recipient, and it is my honor to recognize Police Lieutenant Chuck Bradford. Trussville exemplifies a true spirit of service above self, which reflects the motto of the Trussville Daybreak Rotary Club and the service-filled life of Eddie Seal. Born and raised in Trussville, Lieutenant Bradford began serving his community as a volunteer firefighter in 1984. His early years were marked by a deep sense of responsibility as he took on roles as dispatcher and reserve police officer. After a brief pursuit of a career in sales, Chuck returned to Trussville, resuming his work as a dispatcher in 1998, and soon after embarking on a full-time career in law enforcement. Since 1999, Chuck has served the city of Trussville as a police officer, making a lasting impression both as a patrol officer and the city's first school resource officer at the high school. His leadership extended beyond the department as he joined the inaugural board of the Alabama Association of School Resource Officers, helping this statewide organization grow from just 35 members to over 500 members. Through Chuck's efforts, educators and police officers forged a stronger partnership, enhancing the safety and well-being of schools across Alabama, but especially here in Trussville. In 2017, Chuck Bradford was promoted to Sergeant over Support Services, overseeing business services and code enforcement in the city. By 2022, he had risen to the rank of Lieutenant Division Commander, responsible for code enforcement, business services, communication, and school resource officers. In these roles, he played a pivotal part in updating city's ordinances, collaborating with the ABC Board to establish the alcohol lines between the Trussville Entertainment District and ensuring responsible alcohol licensing with the businesses. Beyond his official duties, Chuck serves as a police liaison to the Chamber Board, assists the Public Safety Committee, and supports Leadership Trussville. He is known for his willingness to help wherever he's needed, often going above and beyond to support community initiatives. His presentations at community meetings, church groups, and businesses have educated citizens on topics ranging from safety plans to internet scams to responses in the event of an active shooter. For over 40 years, Lieutenant Chuck Bradford has faithfully and passionately served Trussville. He is the embodiment of Eddie Seal's admirable legacy of service amongst self. His dedication, resources, and genuine care for the community have left an indelible mark on this city and the police force that he loves. Tonight, the Trussville Daybreak Rotary Club is pleased to honor Lieutenant Chuck Bradford with the Eddie Seal Service Above Self Award, recognizing a public servant whose legacy of compassion, leadership, and selflessness continues to inspire all of us who know him. Congratulations, Chuck.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I did retire, and I may stay retired, I don't know. First of all, I mean, just thank you for this honor. Those who knew Eddie Seal, I've known him for probably since 1985. When I first met him, we started working on Jefferson Memorial Gardens. And to have this award given to me in his honor, I can't ask for a better person. I followed him. He's been a mentor of mine for 30 years and just served on different committees with him. And you just can't ask for a better person than Eddie Seal. And I'm so thankful that I received this award in his honor. And I hope I do it justice. Thank you, Barbara and the family. Love you, love Eddie, and have a lot of great respect for Eddie and all he's done for us.
Well deserved, Chuck.
Thank you.
All right, it is my honor to recognize Fire Captain Billy Jackson, a dedicated public servant whose unwavering commitment to the city of Trussville exemplifies the true spirit of service above self, which reflects the motto of the Trussville Daybreak Rotary Club and the service-filled life of Eddie Seal. For more than 31 years, Billy Jackson has selflessly served the citizens of Trussville as a firefighter and EMT, embodying the very spirit of this award. His journey of service began in 1994 as a volunteer firefighter and EMT. And in 1999, he transitioned to a full-time member of the department, where his leadership, dedication, and integrity quickly set him apart. Over the years, Billy rose through the ranks, earning promotion to lieutenant and serving as station captain at Station 3 before he retired in November of 2025. Throughout his distinguished career, Billy has worn many hats. He served as an instructor, a wildland firefighter, water rescue technician, and as a valued member of the Vehicle Acquisition Committee. Beyond his formal roles, Billy has consistently gone above and beyond, using his skills to improve station facilities, mentoring young firefighters, and always making himself available to offer guidance, wisdom, and encouragement. What truly defines Billy, however, is not just his experience, but his heart for service. He leads quietly, works tirelessly, and places the needs of others above his own, day in and day out. His depth of knowledge, steady leadership, and genuine care for his fellow firefighters are extremely impactful during his time with the Trussville Fire Department. For over 40 years, Captain Billy Jackson has faithfully and passionately served Trussville. He is the embodiment of Eddie Seal's admirable legacy of service above self. His dedication, resources, and genuine care for the community have left a mark on the city and firefighters that he loves. Tonight, Trussville Daybreak Rotary Club is pleased to honor Captain Billy Jackson with the Eddie Seal Service Above Self Award for the fire department, recognizing a public servant whose legacy of compassion, leadership, and selflessness continues to inspire all of us in that. Congratulations.
Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. And as you can tell, the Seal family has been very close to me. Barbara, a.k.a. my sugar mama. There's nothing Eddie wouldn't do for anybody, especially this lady right here. He exemplified one thing, and that's service into the community, but he also did something else. He loved everybody, and especially this lady right here. And young man over there, young man right there, and young lady, young princess, I should say. And that's what I always admired about Eddie the most, is how much he loved his family. What he wouldn't do for them day in and day out. Not only his community, but them as well. And as much as he loved them, he loved those grandkids too. So I can't thank y'all enough, and I can't thank this lady right here standing next to me. Enough for her friendship through the years and continued friendship. So thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Captain Jackson. Congratulations, Lieutenant Bradford. Congratulations, glad you are here. Some of you may or may not know, Lieutenant Bradford also, his mom passed away in the last couple of days. He'll have her funeral tomorrow. So, Chuck, know that all of Trusssville is praying for your family tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next is our Ned and Goldie Payne Memorial Gatekeeper Awards. This Gatekeeper Award has been going on. If you look at the program, I mean, this started a long, long time ago. I mean, I think it started back when Jamie Anderson was just a little kid. In the 40s or sometime. It's been a long time. And it was a Gatekeeper Award, and then several years ago it was named the Ned and Goldie Payne Memorial Gatekeeper Award. Just honoring them for all the things that they've done in our city. And so we have tonight our 24 recipients, our 2024 recipients, Dr. Christy Bradford, and she's going to come. And then also Amber Benson from Leadership Trussville. Dr. Bradford is in charge of our Leadership Trussville. And so they're going to come and they're going to present the 2025 Gatekeeper Award, the individual by Dr. Bradford, and then the group by Amber Benson. So y'all come.
And Alan, I lied too tonight. Chuck thought somebody else was getting that. This year's Gatekeeper Award recipient exemplifies the heart, heritage, and selfless service of the Ned and Goldie Payne Memorial Gatekeeper Award. A fifth-generation Trussvillian and a proud graduate of Hewitt-Trussville High School, the recipient represents a living bridge between Trussville's past, present, and future. Her lifelong devotion to our community is evident not only in her leadership roles, but in the countless, often unsung ways she serves the people of Trussville every day. Her most significant and far-reaching contribution to Trussville is the creation of the What's Happening in Trussville Facebook community page, which she founded in 2012. At a time when such groups did not yet exist, she envisioned a centralized, trustworthy space to connect neighbors, share information, and strengthen community bonds. She has never once monetized the page or taken payment, choosing instead to volunteer her time and energy over the years purely in service to the community. Today, the page serves more than 65,000 subscribers and has played a vital role in locating a missing child, reuniting lost pets with their owners, and keeping citizens informed about events, emergencies, and everyday life across Trussville and the surrounding areas. The page was the first of its kind locally and has since inspired countless other community Facebook pages throughout the greater Birmingham area. In addition to her digital stewardship, our recipient has demonstrated exceptional leadership through her service on the Trussville Parks and Recreation Board, where she currently serves as president. Her commitment to preserving green spaces and supporting youth sports led former Mayor Buddy Choate to select her to help craft the Parks and Recreation section of the Trussville 2040 plan, ensuring that thoughtful growth and community access to parks and recreation remains central to Trussville's future. She also served many years executing and improving the annual Trussville First Methodist consignment sale, helping make clothing, toys, and household items accessible to families in our community. When city leaders asked her to step onto the Trussville Cemetery Rehabilitation Authority Committee following the passing of one of the members, she did so without hesitation, honoring both the individual and the responsibility with care and dedication. She has supported Turn Trussville Pink, helped feed first responders at Christmas, raised money to help build Cahaba Dog Park, supported the Historical Society, and served for years as an HTHS band booster and lacrosse mom. Whenever and wherever she is asked to serve the people of Trussville, she says yes. Why? Because she loves Trussville with all her heart and consistently invests her time, personal resources, and talent into helping others live their best lives while improving the city she loves. She is a true gatekeeper of Trussville's values, protecting its sense of community, honoring its history, and blessing others with compassion and care. Bestowing her with the Gatekeeper Award tonight is especially fitting since both her father and grandfather are past recipients of the Gatekeeper Award. It is my honor to recognize an alumni of Leadership Trussville Class 3, Tandy Smith, as the 2025
For those of you that know me know, you will never hear me say these words again, but I'm kind of at a loss of words. Why were you texting me? My best friend is here. Did not know she was going to be here. Wow, thank you. Ironically, the train came by, and Jamie Anderson said, "Oh my gosh, the train just keeps talking." I was like, "At least it's moving." I figure out what's happening in Trussville when the train stops moving. There's a problem. Wow. Thank y'all. My dad actually, come on up here, Daddy. He was the 1970 recipient, and he is my inspiration on everything that I do. So, big y'all. Thank y'all so much. My kids, I guess, should come up here too. They're saying no, they're not going to come up. My husband actually probably deserves a lot of this because, like, you know, when somebody volunteers immensely, that leaves somebody else to, you know, do all the hard stuff like dishes and laundry and stuff. So my husband, Greg, you want to come here?
Nobody knows me, so it's all right.
Yin and yang, y'all. Yin and yang. Introverted, extroverted. It is what it is. So, thank y'all so much. Take off you.
Good evening. This year's group winner is made up of more than 40 businesses and community leaders who have quietly and consistently served their community for over 3 decades. Chartered in 1990, they have remained deeply committed to the ideal of service above self, leveraging their collective talents, leadership, and compassion to meet the needs and create a lasting impact throughout Trusssville and the surrounding areas. Their dedication is especially evident in their evidence in education and youth. Through highly sought-after academic scholarships, vocational and workforce awards, and meaningful support for students in both traditional and non-traditional paths, they have demonstrated a clear belief that strong communities are built by empowering young people. And I've seen this firsthand as an educator at Trussville High School. Their service begins early with a strong commitment to literacy. Members volunteer weekly in our elementary schools, expand reading initiatives community-wide, and ensure that hundreds of children receive books to take home, fostering both a learning and a love for reading. They also celebrate excellence by recognizing outstanding students and teachers, strengthening the bond between our schools and our community. Beyond education, this group responds with hands-on service, supporting families in need, partnering with local shelters, honoring first responders, and contributing to civic pride through visible community projects. Everything they do is guided by simple but a powerful standard: truth, fairness, goodwill, and benefit to all. It is with great honor that we recognize the Trussville Daybreak Rotary Club as a recipient of the Ned and Goldie Payne Memorial Gatekeeper Community Service Award, celebrating a legacy of service that continues to shape lives and strengthen the community that we also proudly love. So join me in congratulating the Trussville Daybreak Rotary Club.
Thank you, Amber. I'm going to be going off script, and these guys that see me on Wednesday mornings know how dangerous that is. But I do want to thank the Chamber of Commerce on behalf of the club. I get to be the one to pull this in, but there's a lot of people out here that do a lot of this work. And I'd like for the members of our club, if you're here, stand and raise your hand. I want to show you the I mean, obviously, you've seen these folks around. It's not just one person. It's a great organization when I came aboard there. And I mean, you're supporting schools, you're supporting the first responders and the youth of our community. I mean, really, how can you go wrong doing that with your mission statement? So thank you again on behalf of the club, and we really do appreciate it.
Thanks, Andrew. Thank you, Trussville Daybreak Rotary, and Candy, congratulations. And to the Trussville Daybreak Rotary, thank y'all for all that you do in our community. So, if you were, let me just, I'm going to take a privilege here for just a second. If you're a past recipient of the Gatekeeper Award in Trussville and you're here tonight, would you just raise your hand? We got several here, so that's great. Good. Thank you all. All right. So an event like this and all the things that go on in our city couldn't go on without our Trussville Chamber of Commerce. And I can say without hesitation that we have probably the best Chamber of Commerce around anywhere. So many things that go on. Ribbon cuttings. I think last year we probably did 770. I mean, it was really almost every single day. And these two ladies, Melissa Walker, who's our director, and Heather Williams, who's our assistant director, does a great job for our city. They absolutely enhance our city in every way with the way they do things. And so they're going to come and they're going to introduce all the board, the staff, and the ambassadors tonight. So we'll listen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Melissa Walker, and I serve as the Chamber Director. I'm alongside Ms. Heather Weeks, our Assistant Director. And as many of you know, there's just two of us in the office at the Chamber, and I don't know what I would do without Heather. I'm probably proud of her dedication and hard work and heart for the Chamber, and her friendship mean more to me than I can say. So thank you. I want to take a moment to say thank you, because tonight and everything we do at the Chamber happens because of incredible support behind us, in front of us. Anyways, thank you to our board of directors, our ambassadors, our sponsors, our Chamber members, volunteers in the city of Trussville, and everyone who supports the Chamber. We truly could not do it without y'all. At the heart of it all is our businesses. They're the backbone of our community, and we encourage everyone more than ever to shop local, think local, support local. Our businesses need your support. And to help remind you tonight, tonight's celebration gift that you're getting, we're so excited about it. It's a Trusssville shopping bag, along with some great coupons from some of our great businesses. So you'll get it on your way out tonight, but there's a shopping bag. We just hope to remind y'all to begin to shop and support local. And again, there's some really, really great coupons in there, so we hope y'all take advantage of that. So anyway, we also have some exciting things ahead for us this year. The Trussville Chamber will be celebrating 80 years. And we're also going to be moving our chamber office. We'll be moving right next to Trussville Gas and Water. So we're excited about that. It looks like probably in June, May or June, that we'll be moving. So y'all will have to come see us when we get there. Now speaking of support, one group that consistently goes above and beyond for the Chamber is our ambassadors. They are often the first to welcome our new members, the first to show up at events, and some of the strongest advocates for our mission. So tonight we have the honor of recognizing an individual who has gone above and beyond in the role as ambassador for the Chamber. This person's contributions over the past 5 years have truly stood out. They have consistently demonstrated a deep commitment to our community. This individual has been a key part of the Chamber's success, contributing in countless ways. They've been present for ribbon cuttings. They've attended and volunteered at nearly every event. They've even said the prayer several times at our luncheons, and always stepping in where needed. In addition, they've made multiple referrals that have helped to connect businesses and drive growth within our network. And to top it off, they generously provided gifts or door prizes to support our events. So it's my pleasure to announce that the Chamber Ambassador of the Year award goes to Fran Aldridge. Thank you for all you do for us being such an important part of the team.
Just a second. Thank you so much for this. It truly is, I'm sure I'm speaking for all the ambassadors and the board of directors for the Chamber. It is such a privilege to serve our city that all of us in here love our city. So just to be able to be an ambassador for the Chamber, I really appreciate it. And I would be remiss if I didn't say too, that second best, I love being an ambassador for my Lord Jesus Christ. So,
Amen.
All right, we just want to recognize our ambassadors. So I'm going to ask if you're an ambassador and you're here, I'm going to call all of your names, and if you could just come up here so we can get it, so everyone can see you and get a chance to get to know who our ambassadors are. So Donna Lowry with the mortgage firm, Fran Aldridge with Keller Williams, Jennifer Welch with Target, Edra Perry with Keller Williams, Natalie Spott with Bryant Bank, Travis Boyd with the Bide Roofing, Jeff Walker with Prestige Award, Dave Reynolds with Cisco, Alicia Tibbs with the Leos Group, Bios, sorry, Amber Spindler with the Beatty and Credit Union, Tandy Smith with Remax Realty Brokers, Brittany Phelan with Eliminate Lashes and Beauty, Casey Hall with Bryant Bank, and Dr. Christy Bradford with Leadership Trussville.
Thank you, Melissa and Heather. And thank you. Talk about unsung heroes. These ambassadors for the chamber are really unsung heroes. They do a ton of work. So we also now want to recognize our chamber board. And before we do that, we'd like to recognize a couple of departing board members. We want them to come up tonight. And we have Kimberly Farr from Spock Automation, outgoing board, now a new city councilor in Trussville, so come on up. And then also Drew Lawley from Courtesy GMC. These two have served on our board the last several years, and they'll be rolling off. So would you thank them for their service? Thank y'all so much for your service. Now I want to introduce to you our 2026 board members, and we'll ask that you come forward when I call your name, and we'll introduce you, and then the mayor will come and swear at you, swear you in. So I hope you do something about that train there. Just kidding. Sandra Vernon will be the new president for Vice President for Hitchcock Maddox Financial Partners. Laura Williams will serve as Treasurer. She's from Courtesy GMC. Amanda Short will serve as Past President. She's Trussville to go. Ashley Posey from Tula J. Lee Marlowe from Wilkie South. Brian Bozeman from the Bozeman Agency. Tony Rowley from Trussville Gas and Water. Greg Armstrong from Armstrong Services, Geico. Shelley Mitchell-Towley from Trussville YMCA, and Ross Silas from Bryant Bank. You don't get out of this because I've been there. I think Kimberly Farr is the liaison, so Kimberly, you've got to come up here and get sworn at too. So, yeah, so thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, Alan. Let's see if I can find this on the script here. All right. So 2026 Board of Directors, you've been elected to a position of trust and confidence by the membership of the Trussville Area Chamber of Commerce. As a member of the Chamber's Board of Directors, you should do your utmost to further the mission of the Chamber and to the best of your ability provide guidance and leadership pertaining to Chamber policies and procedures, staffing, and activities. You are to also uphold and abide by the Chamber bylaws as currently constituted or hereinafter amended by the Board of Directors. If you would, please raise your right hand. Now, do each of you solemnly swear or affirm to discharge faithfully and to the best of your ability the duties of the office to which you have been elected, without fear or favor, so long as you hold that office? I didn't give you instructions, but that was perfect. You got it. Thank you. So now I declare you formally installed to take the office to which you have committed for the 2026 calendar year. So thank you for your service.
Thank you. Sandra Vernon, who's our incoming president for the chamber, is going to come, and she's going to do some words, talk about this next year, things that are upcoming. And then she'll also close out our evening, the awards portion of our evening. You can stay here. How long can they stay, Melissa, as long as they want to? Can't stay here, but you gotta go home. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All right, Sandra, please welcome Sandra Martin.
Thank you all so much. I'm truly honored to be the 2026 Chamber President, but I have to tell you, I'm a whole lot nervous. I have to follow Amanda Short, Eddie Seal, and David Morgan, and those are some big shoes to fill. But with the dynamic duo of Melissa Walker and Heather Wings leading the way, I know great things are coming ahead for Trussville. Trussville is such a special community and really dear to my heart. I'm glad to be a small part. So I look forward to seeing you all at Chamber events. We have lots of fun things coming up. And see you soon. And as concluding, thank you for coming tonight. What a great night. What special people that have been honored. On your way out, don't forget your Trussville bag with the coupons. Have a great night and enjoy.